The two that I was talking about earlier, the footwear and like the undergarment, those are the two that I know.
Where's that slave? Here not long ago.
Yeah, where could that slave be? Falaru Lervu. Wink. When we had last left the Nerevarine, they were roaming around a whole bunch of weird little dungeons, like ones that were not filled with vampires but were tied to the one from earlier that was filled with a vampire. Also a 6-house base without some sort of super mastermind inside. Just a bunch of weird shirtless people hanging out. And they beat the crap out of all of them. And then decided to go check in on Kaushad's request. Yes, getting a Telvanni bride, but that didn't really work out because the wise woman suggested instead going to get a person who was for sale, a slave, and then giving them to Kaushad. And they agreed to it, and so they had to bring clothes to them and get the person to go back to the camp. This is The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. This is Morrowind Mondays. Welcome back. Zoop. There we go. Let us head on out because we have all of our... Well, hang on. Which ones did we need again? Shirt, skirt, and shoes. Let's see. Shirt, skirt, and shoes. Yep. Okay. Got them all. I feel like in volume 1 of the playthrough, for some reason, one of the items was missing and we had to go to Vivek. For some reason, I like really recall that, and I'm not sure why. Okay, well, let's head back over this way. I guess we can just jump over, right? Shit, where was where was the slave market at again? Hang on. Let's see, over here. Run. Okay. And where the fuck is that at again? It's way down here, right? Yeah. Okay, well, let's take the boat. Where's the boat lord at? Down here? Somewhere underwater? Oh shit. Okay. Oh god. Where are they at? They must be underwater, right? They didn't get fucked up by a fish, did they? Or is this the boat lord? Are you the boat lord?
My time is
no.
precious, so
oh, you
make
are.
it quick.
Okay. What is the name of your boat? My trade. Destination. Polestar. Right. That's a very wild name. Okay. Run. Or Arun. Whichever you prefer. Okay. Now, let's go buy a woman, I guess. Man, it is really wild that this is what you do, right? And I guess, you know, folks even were bringing this up. And I suppose it's true that, like, for the time in the early aughts, folks just weren't really thinking about this kind of shit, right? And Lord knows I wasn't, because I was a fucking, like, child in middle school at the time. So, like, most of the stuff that was going on, I didn't even comprehend. I don't even know if I got this far. Yeah, I don't even think I got this far in the main story quest. But it was seen as like, oh, this is an improvement, right? You're helping them, which I guess marginally it could be, right? Especially once you come to discover that, like, well, she ends up liking it. If I remember correctly, she ends up actually enjoying what goes down. But before then, like, I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up, I guess. Okay, let's see here. Something special. Good. These clothes are perfect. Hold on to them. You'll give them to her when you've bought her. But I need a little more time to coach Faluru Lervu to play the part of a high-born Telvanni lady. I know just the thing we need. Go get a bottle of Telvanni bug musk perfume. Oh, you motherfucker! Try Bildrin Erileth, the apothecary here in Tel Arun, or Yolda the apothecary in Tel Mora. That will make Falaru Lervu completely irresistible. Go, hurry. I mean, do I already have bug musk? No, this will not work unless we do it my way. You cannot change my mind on this. When you have brought me the Telvanni bug musk perfume I asked you for, then Faluru Lervu will be ready, and then, and only then, we will discuss her price. Goodness, okay. So who are we looking for? Bildrin Erileth.
Speak quickly,
Okay.
Outlander, or go away.
Hopefully it's one of these. Oh, this looks like an alchemy shop. It looks like alchemy shit. Yeah. Okay. Hey, you got some musk? Some bug musk? Do you have any interesting shit? Oh yeah, tell me about being an apothecary.
All right, ask your question. I'm an apothecary. I brew and sell potions to heal wounds, restore bodily and mental attributes, and cure diseases. I also buy and sell ingredients.
Okay, great. Hey, will you give me a discount for mentioning Maureen and Nellos?
Oh, I've heard the bards singing of the love of these two. No one has seen either of them in a long time. It's said they ran off together to live away from prying eyes.
It's so weird, like, that you, of all people, bring them up, because you're not even directly connected to them. Right? I mean, maybe you could say, oh, I haven't seen Maury in a while, because she at least knew one person out here, so maybe on occasion she came out here. But both of them? Dog, you're like half the fucking island away from where Nellos hung out. Right? And like he was a bandit too, and you're a shop owner. Weren't you like it doesn't add up. You know? It's part of this doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. Like it almost makes me wonder if originally that quest was somewhere else in the world, but they just moved the NPCs over here as a way, like they were like, oh shit, we don't really have many quests to funnel players over to this area from the beginning area, right? From Pelagiad by Seydanin, the starting area of the game. We don't really have many threads that link over here to like the Telvanni coast. What if we just move these two over here and see what happens, right? I don't know. Or maybe they just thought that they had a shortage of quests in the early game areas, you know? Just little, I don't know what you would call it. Errand running quests or something. Just like starter ones. Anyhow, bug musk. Do you have any? You do. I'll take one. There we go. In fact, you know what? Should I buy like a whole bunch of bittergreen petals and shit? Yeah, I can like eat it. Look at these. Anything over a stack of 10. I'll even take that. Look, I'm just taking all sorts of shit. Okay. What should I get rid of here, though? I mean, it hurts, but maybe we should get rid of one of our heavy as hell, like, glass items, you know? Like, these weigh 3... Well, you know what, that said, they really are not that heavy. They are literally made of glass. One of the lighter weight materials in the entire game. What can you do? Man, we got 17 and 14 ruby diamonds. What are we doing? We need to be eating those. Frankly, we need to be eating those. Okay, here. Will you buy... Shit, no, you won't even buy it, dude. Oh, hell. Okay. Is there any, like, cool potion we could get rid of? Like an exclusive... Fortify attack, fortify speed, fortify agility. Look, we don't really need fortify agility anymore. Light. Reflect, chameleon. Swift swim, who needs that? Who is ever going to... Let's be honest. Whoever remembers that in your, like, slew of potions in your inventory, oh, shit, I'm about to go swimming. I remember. I've got a potion of Swift Swim. Better drink that. Who's gonna remember that? Definitely not me. I don't know. Maybe there are people who remember that, you know? But it ain't me. Alright. How about resist fire? Yeah, we don't need any of those. These quality fortifies? Yeah, who needs that? Okay. But fortify strength. We'll hold on to that, maybe. Okay, restore fatigue, restore magicka, restore strength. Okay, you know what? The rest are fine. Alright. Good. Now, let's chow down on all this trash we just got. Oh shit, you know what? We need to wait for an hour. That way we have a higher chance of eating successfully. We're just gonna eat all these really valuable things too. You know what? It's more worth it for the easy alchemy. Right? I'd rather have the alchemy XP. Look at that! 37 alchemy. Fuck yes. Good shit. Who needs money when you've got alchemy? Dude, what if we just we fall over dead after this? There were a lot of like damage or drain hells I just ate. I don't know what the hell, how badly that's gonna stack, but it could be a bad situation for us here in just a minute. Let's see, fire salts, frost salts. I mean, I guess we don't really need that, you know? We ain't in Skyrim land. Okay, good. Yeah, maybe this will counteract it. Okay, good. Huh? Hey, look at that. We're A-okay. Look, and the Fortify Strength actually took a little bit from one of them. I forgot which one it was that we scarfed down that had that, but hey, worked out. Okay.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Alright, I've got the fragrance. Something special. You have the Telvanni bug musk? Excellent. No, don't give it to me. You'll give it to her when you have bought her. Now, let me tell you my price. For this superb specimen, skillfully coached to play her part in your little scheme, I am pleased to accept from you the modest sum of 1,200 drakes, and I only offer you this special price out of my friendship for Sonumu Zabamat. Good lord. Let me consider your offer? What if I say this? Of course, but don't take too long. I'm sure I could sell her for twice the price to another client. Yeah, are you dressing her up in all my fancy clothes and stinky bug musk? Alright. There. 1.2k. Very good. Thank you for... Yeah, I feel like we just... By doing this, did we not just, like... Right, like, okay, not to get a little fucking, like, dirty and, like, bleak about the whole slavery situation, but listen, by just buying her, like, 3 pieces of exquisite clothing that fit her perfectly, and this delightful bug musk, didn't we just, like, cause her price to go up? You know, like, what the fuck? What am I doing here? Look, not only am I, like, dealing in slave trading, but I'm not even good at it. I'm bad. I'm getting ripped off. All right. Let's see. Very good. Thank you for your custom, and come back soon. Now, here's the key to her cage. I've removed her slave bracers. When you're ready, you should speak to Faluru Lervu, give her the presents, the exquisite clothes, and Telvanni bug musk, and explain to her that she is to follow you back to Zainab camp to meet her future husband, Ashkan Kaushad. Okay. Tell me more about something special. Faluru Lervu is yours now. Do with her as you will. Okay. Is it you? Slave pod is what it's called.
I'm waiting.
Huh. Well, no, it's not called that anymore. It was slave door. Weird. Alright. Falura Lervu looks down at the ground, waiting for you to speak. Hey, Falura Lervu. Yes, Sarah? Faluru Lervu of Velothis Haven, daughter of Andrano Lervu, Lord of Tel Lervu. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See, Seville Emain has taught me well. I shall be a highborn Telvanni lady, and no one will know the difference, just like a lady. I mean, just as well. Like, frankly, in line with a lot of the thinking of House Telvanni. Like, in a sense, if you think you are a Telvanni highborn lady, maybe you are, you know? Like, if nobody knows, is anybody out there even keeping track of all this shit? You may as well be, right? You may as well be. Continue. I admit, I'm a little anxious about marrying an Ashlander, even an Ashlander chief. But anything is better than being a slave. And I am very tough and smart. Like, what are we doing? Like, it almost feels as if it's being played for laughs. Like, this is like a comical journey, right? Like, we're having a little bit of a funny thing. Like, obviously we are playing the game, making the video, watching the video. All of these, we the player, we're having fun, right? We're making light of, like, a bleak situation as almost like a coping mechanism, so to speak. But the game itself seems to also be interested in doing the same thing, rather than, like we said before, than having any interest in exploring sort of like the horror of the fact that these people are enslaved. What the fuck? And I am very tough and smart, and determined to make the best of my chances. But Seville Emain said, you wanted to give me something. Some presents. Yes, the presents. It's a Turbo Man doll. Oh, she immediately popped them on. Oh, Sarah, these clothes, they are divine. Such a perfume. Only the very rich can afford this. I shall do everything I can to please you and my new master. That is, my gracious lord and husband-to-be. Come, I am so excited. I cannot wait. Let us travel together to Zainab camp and meet this Zainab lord. Okay, let's ask about these other things. Nerevarine, what do you think about that? You are the Nerevarine? But you are an outlander. How can that be? Such wonders in the world. Before I was a slave. Now I am a companion of the Nerevarine and the bride of a Zainab chief. Tell me about slave? I am yours. Now I cannot wait to meet my bridegroom. Travel together. Are you ready now for me to accompany you to Zainab camp? Yeah, please accompany me. Very well, Lyle Schnab. Now you and I will travel together. When we have arrived in the Ashkan's yurt at Zainab camp, we will speak further about my new bridegroom. Why do you say bridegroom? I've never heard that terminology before. Alright. So what's our best route? I guess going back up to Voss. You'll fast travel with us by way of ship, I believe.
Hey, wait for me.
Oh, shit. Look, she's a bit quicker than I was expecting, though. It ain't all bad. Okay.
Hey, wait for me.
There we go. Good. Man, you know what would have been really wild? Like, it's amazing that she took off the slave bracers, you know? The slaver. And didn't just keep them on. You know, like, I feel like, you know, as fucked up as it is, shouldn't it be, like, my choice or whatever? You know? I don't know, like, are we committing to how fucked up this is or not? Look, are we going to commit to how, like, horrible this entire situation is or what? What's going on? Jeez, where is the boat lord? These boat lords are always missing in fucking action, huh?
Hey, wait for me.
Is this one underwater? Yeah, okay. This is the underwater one. Alright, holy shit. Let's quickly travel. Voss. Oh, shit.
Speak, traveler.
Did she come with? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, she's still underwater? Oh, no. Okay, there she is. Oh, fuck. Okay. Let's just travel real quick to Voss. Okay, thank God. Yeah, sorry about the fish situation. For some reason, you know how these fast travel lords can be. Okay, let's wait for 5 hours. There we go. Good. Let's go on over this way. Zainab camp. Oh, fuck. Cool.
Hey, wait for me.
Alright. I guess it is also kind of telling. Like, in the Nerevarine prophecies, there is also no mention of slavery and, like, the liberation of the people who are actually, like, legit enslaved, and the practice of slavery in Morrowind, or even Vardenfell. There's not really any mention of that. And you know what? That would also be the perfect opportunity for, like, the Nerevarine, the player character, to come into contact with someone who is enslaved, and for them to speak like, yeah, like, for them to lampshade it, to point it out like, yeah, this is great and all, but let's be real, none of this shit you're saying, none of this prophecy, it's not gonna help me or anybody I know who's fucking, like, legit enslaved, you know? Sure, you're gonna help us all in this regard, but it's not gonna help us under the immediate threat here of us, like, having all of our freedom taken away. There we go. Sorry, Nind Dudney Baisoon. Okay. Let's continue out over this way. And I think there's also been, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we encounter someone who did speak something very similar to that? Wasn't it in, like, I don't remember. Was it one of the House Slalu counselors? Like, was it Bolvin Venom or one of the Telvanni folks who said something very similar along those lines? Like, yeah, sure, maybe you are the Nerevarine or whatever, but what the fuck does that do for me? That's not really going to help me here in my house politics and all of that. And you know what? It would be a perfect contrast to sort of like, oh shit, oh, they're just concerned about the bureaucracy bullshit going on. And contrast it with this person who is like saying a very similar thing to you, but for extremely different reasons, right? That feels way more Morrowind to bring it up in that sense, you know? I think that's why this just feels so jarring, you know? Because the game goes out of its way to force the player character, if you're going through like a standard playthrough, to interact with the slavery system, right? Which, sure, that tracks with Morrowind, to interact with a fucked up system and all of that and become a part of it in a sense. But Morrowind would also offer a lot of really interesting fucking commentary on that system, you know? In a very subtle or fascinating way, right? As we've seen time and again with the entire House Slalu arc, which turned out way fucking more in-depth and cool than I was expecting. This feels out of fucking character for it, right? The House Slalu arc was such a great, like, examination of House Slalu and their, like, business dealings and shit, right? It was so fucking well done. And this feels very short, I don't know, short-shrifted? I'm not sure. Anyway.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, Sarah. Yes, we are here safely, and this fine man, he is to be my bridegroom.
Your bridegroom, yeah.
He is very distinguished looking, isn't he? A bit severe, perhaps, but the lines on his face, there, show that he likes to smile. Oh, Sarah,
I think I will be very happy. Travel together? It was quite a journey, wasn't it? Sure.
My time is precious, so
Do
make
you
it
have
quick.
something to say, Outlander?
Yeah, Kaushad, here she is, Faluru Lervu. A Telvanni, noblewoman. Ready to marry you.
Greetings, Outlander. Have you returned with my Telvanni bride?
I have. Let's get you two married and everything.
This is my new bride. I'm very pleased with your gift, Lyle Schnub, though she is not so generous in the hips as I would like. I promise to make her a happy bride, and to do her honor as a highborn Telvanni lady. And, as I have said, I will now name you Zainab Nerevarine, war leader of the Zainab and protector of the people. I must also give you the Zainab Thong, an enchanted heirloom of the tribe, which shall be assigned to all Dunmer that the Zainab have named you Nerevarine.
Is this like a thong, like footwear? Or like this was all over your fucking cock and balls? what are we talking about here? Because frankly, given the contents of this quest, it could go either way. Alright, let's see. Nerevarine?
Yes, I have named you Zainab Nerevarine, and we will listen with interest for tales of your exploits, Lyle Schnub.
How about your bride?
I've named you Zainab Nerevarine and given you the Zainab Thong.
Okay, well, let's check it. Let's see that thong. What, body part does this go on? Is this an amulet? Detect animal. 150 feet. Yeah, this is totally a amulet, isn't it? But at the same time, it looks less like a thong and more like a fucking jockstrap or some shit, right? Like it's a little fucking sausage casing for some Zainab sausage, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, detect animal, huh? 150 feet, you don't even need it that far, baby. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's double check here. Alright, so there we go. Amulet of water walking. And then, oh shit, where did the thong go? Is this it? Oh god, I forgot what it even looked like. There we are. Yeah, it totally does. It's an amulet. Wow, we wear the thong around our neck. Weird. Does that exist anywhere else? Huh. I've never heard of a thong being used in such a way. Those are the two that I was talking about earlier, the footwear and the undergarment. Those are the two that I know.
Slave? Here not long ago.
Yeah, where could that slave be, Faluru Lervu? Wink. Very well done. Alright, background. I am Falara Lervu, bride of the Ashkan Kaushad of the Zainab Ashlanders, your bridegroom. Thank you, Sarah. I'm very pleased with Ashkan Kaushad. He is good-looking, clever, and rich, although a bit full of himself, like all men. Thank you for being my matchmaker and benefactor, and I hope you will return to visit when I have brought many fine sons and daughters to Ashkan Kaushad. Man. I wonder if they ever actually do that. You know? What if... Could you imagine meeting someone who was born of them? Wow. That's wild. How would the timeline work on that? I bet that would make for a fun Skyrim character background, right? Where you're the child, one of their children, you know? And depending on how far out Elder Scrolls 6 is, man, that should just be my fucking backstory for our Elder Scrolls 6 character, because let's be real, you know I'm gonna fucking play a dumber. You know, in Elder Scrolls 6, when it rolls around, I'm probably 99% sure I'm gonna play Dunmer for the first playthrough ever. And why shouldn't that be the fucking backstory and all that? I don't know. Seems perfect. Let's check in with the wise woman here. Hey. Let's see. Counsel?
Ha! You do not need my counsel, Nerevarine, but I will give you the words of my dream. When the Nerevarine goes to Red Mountain to face Dagoth, he carries the hearts of his kin with him. Whose hearts? Whose kin? Who knows? Who knows who speaks in my dreams?
Oh, you're hearing dreams as well? Nerevarine prophecies? Is this new stuff?
We are living in strange times, Outlander. The voices that speak in dreams say the sleeper awakes. Dagoth stirs beneath Red Mountain, and all his hosts shall spill forth and spoil the land. So it is said. And then you come, the prophesied one. Strange times. When will you go to Red Mountain to face the devil Dagoth? You go with our blessing.
Tell me about Nerevarine.
We have heard that our chief has named you Zainab Nerevarine. We are surprised, but our chief is wise, and we trust his judgment. Perhaps some good will come of this. Stranger things have happened.
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
Let's pop a quick save. So we now just have the last one, right? Oh dear Lord. How far back we gonna go? How about here? Oh, it doesn't even say the other tribe. Oh well. Pretty sure we got them marked on our map. Yeah, there we are. The Arabanimson. What's our best route there? I guess we could head back to Tel Aran. Or Arun, yeah. Let's do that. Alright, sure. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that quest would work better if it were earlier on, you know? Because by now, in the main quest, you're already starting to deal with more serious shit, right? I think maybe that's just an issue with right? Like, you know what, maybe that's more indicative of Morrowind as a whole, and its main quest is pacing issues. You know, like, not just with regards to, like we've mentioned 1,000 times before. Sometimes you'll be doing the main quest in Morrowind, and eventually, like, you'll have a few parts where it's like, oh yeah, do some dungeoneering, right? Go inside of a dungeon, beat the shit out of a whole bunch of fucked up dudes, and then, like, keep going through all that. And then eventually you'll get to a part where it's like, oh, here's like 50 pages worth of dialogue, all explaining some really fucking wild esoteric shit, right? Hopefully you can make sense of it. And if you can, it's incredibly fucking rewarding and all that, right? Like, there's a lot to it, but it's very dense and wild to parse, especially for a first-timer, you know? But this feels, I don't know. It just seems very odd, right? It's very odd the way it doesn't offer any of the typical Morrowind commentary. Because that's like one of the best things that Morrowind does, is exactly that. Like, it's the perfect opportunity for it, you know? Like, good God, even earlier in this same exact playthrough, there was great commentary on, like, slave labor in House Lalu, right? At Dren Plantation. You know? They totally, like, run slaves into the fucking ground at Dren Plantation, and House Lalu, Duke Vadam Dren, has direct ties with, like, the most notorious slaver on the entire fucking island. You know? This, like, big purported champion of the people and all that for House Lalu, who has very close ties to the Empire, especially compared to all the other great houses, who do have, like, sort of this anti-slavery bent on the outset, but when you look closer under, they have all these fucking nasty ties to horrible shit, right? That's great! That's juicy shit! But here, it really just pales in comparison. I feel, yeah, you know what? That's it. That's the crux of it. Is that it does exist kind of elsewhere in the game, and you would think that have all the places for it to get hammered home and for them to really do some great-ass commentary would be in the main quest, right? Because they fucking nail it regularly with other shit, right? With, like, the House Dunmer and the Ashlanders and the Empire sort of butting heads. That's alluded to and dealt with a bit in the main quest, right? With regards to Caius. Caius brings it up a shitload. That's one of the things that makes him like such a cool and interesting ass character, you know? And then you also get shit with like the Empire and its relation to Dwemer stuff early on, right? And then you start delving into issues with the Sixth House, and of course, some of the wildest and best shit of all, the fucking theocracy going on in Morrowind, right? With regards to... oh, shit. With regards to the Tribunal and how they treat everybody. And sort of the whole propaganda situation going on. There we are. Oh, fuck. Wow, what a dodge. Okay. Yeah, I think that's ultimately why it feels so fucking bizarre. Is because it seems like just the perfect setup. But it's completely not dealt with, right? It's like someone set up a perfect pitch and it just gets completely whiffed. Well, no, it's not even whiffed. There's not even an attempt made. They don't even swing at all. Okay, let's go on over here. And that is why it's so uncharacteristic of Morrowind. There's not even an attempt, as far as as best as I would guess, right? Because, like we see a great attempt at it in House Lalu, and I feel like they do pretty good, subtle fucking storytelling there, you know? There we are. Good. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. I do, it makes me almost wonder if this was a more early written quest that was way more lighthearted or something. Or like somehow this got written in a bubble, right? And because it has such a different tone from everything else around it. It's so, like, weirdly discordant with the other stuff in the main quest, especially at this stage, you know? It makes me wonder if, like, they originally intended for it to be a lot more lighthearted, and because this was an early one, it's still kind of... it betrays the other stuff that's a lot more, I don't know, analytical. It's a lot more bleak, you know? Okay.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't
Let's
much
travel
time.
to... oh, fuck. Okay. Right. Oh, shit, you know what? This whole time I was talking, I meant to just... I meant to go to, like, Voss, and then just fast travel down here by way of ship. Because now, what the hell do we do? We just have to walk there now. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, here. Let's get our water walking at the ready, then, at the very least. There we are. Get that amulet back. Okay, and then we should be able to just easily roll on over. Pop in a quick save there, just in case it's not as easy as I think. Good. And then we can head on out. Lovely. And if I remember correctly, the Arabanimson camp, theirs is also fairly cut and dry. And, like, really just straight up to the point. Like, I think, if I remember, it's the most simple out of all of them. But maybe I'm just misremembering, you know? In fact, that said, are all of the Ashlander tribe Nerevarine naming quests kind of, like, not as thought out as other parts of the main quest? Like, I think the only exception is the Urshalaku one, you know? Because the Urshalaku shit, it's all fairly in-depth, and you, like, learn a lot about the Urshalaku and everything. You know what? Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe originally they had hoped, but, you know, there just wasn't time for it, right? But they had perhaps originally hoped that each of the tribes could be given the same gravity that the Urshulaku did, or were afforded, you know? Because the shit exploring the Urshulaku, there's a lot to it, you know? I mean, sure, it's not super duper terribly interesting and all of that, right? There's no, like, juicy, like, ethical or moral quandaries and shit there, you know? As far as I can remember. It's mostly about, like, proving yourself and, like, the questions of prophecy and all of that, and sort of, like, you know, earning their trust, you know? I guess it works because it's so simple, it works well as an introduction to the Ashlanders and their relationship with not just the House Dunmer, but also the Empire, right? Yeah, so I think it very well serves its purpose there. But I wonder if each tribe was meant to sort of explore a different aspect of that, you know? Sort of in a sense how the House Dunmer have House Telvanni, Redoran, and Hlalu to explore different aspects of that sort of life, you know? Although they all have their own distinct culture and all of that, like subculture. You know, there you could very easily see these different Ashlander tribes being an analog for that. Should we go inside of Malzyurt? No, I'm afraid that there's going to be like some sort of weird quest situation in there. Let's just carry on here. Okay. Good. Head on up this way. Man, you think we should call this one early? That way next time we can just begin immediately? Maybe. Ooh, you know what? Here's a great idea. Instead of doing that, let's just go hit up a fucking rando dungeon out here. See, there's the camp. Yeah, so we'll still save it for next time, but let's go clear out a fucking rando dungeon. Why not? Let's break it up a bit, you know? Let's see. What's around here? There's gotta be a rando dungeon somewhere. Let's take a peek. I definitely do not want to do the escort quest out here. I remember it being horrifying. There's a sign of it there. The little note on the ground. Okay. How about up and around this direction? Got anything good over this way? There we are. There's something. Let's hit that shit up. Why not? Oh, jeez. Ooh, there we are. Okay. Cool. Good, good, good. Great. Oh yeah, there's our escortee. Right over there. Okay, and then we'll head on down this way. But yeah, I think, like, you know what? You know what that quest felt like? It felt very Oblivion. It felt extremely Oblivion in nature. Because that is one of the things about Oblivion, is a lot of it is goofy. Especially in the core game. A lot of it is just kind of silly. You know, it's not very, it doesn't take itself too seriously despite some of the wilder subject matter. And when it does get serious, it's very cut and dry. It's very straightforward to the point, like, these are the forces of evil and these are the forces of good. Make no mistake about it, right? It doesn't get into, like, more heady questions that Morrowind or even Skyrim delve into, you know? It's rare for that to occur in Oblivion. More so, sort of like making light of a situation, especially an otherwise kind of bleak situation. That happens a lot in Oblivion, right? That comes up a whole bunch. Oh man, that's exactly it. This feels like a quest in Morrowind that reads more like an Oblivion quest. Huh. I've solved it. That's right, this is cleared. There we go. Good. And hopefully this isn't some sort of, like, super vampire tomb. Let's pop a quick save. Alright, you can hear the horrible monsters whispering their demonic ASMR. Let's do a quick pick just as well. Great. Bodes well. Should we repair up a bit? I think so. Wonderful. Okay. Do I really want to eat all this bone meal? I don't know. Oh, shit. Oh, dear. Let's see. What was our hotkey for the fatigue restore? 5. Lovely. Okay, what have you got? Look, I'll eat the bone meal off of this. Because it's already in a stack. Dead body. Oh, shit. And he's bald? Okay. Let's get the fatigue restored again. Gotta pop another lock. There we go. Okay. Just making sure I didn't have my boots on. Oh, fuck. There we are. Okay. What have we got in here? A couple of urns. I don't know if they're important at all. No. Okay. And then, let's check that Bone Lord. Yeah, they've always got a nice portion of bone meal for eating. Oh, shit. Oh, shit! There we go. Oh, man, look at that. 38 alchemy already. Common robe. Cure paralysis. Okay. Alright, let's head on over this direction. We got any, like, ne'er-do-wells up in here? I think we're okay. Do you think it's worth it to be stealthing around all in the name of getting a little bit of stealth XP? Or sneak XP even? I don't know. Potion of Burden? Kind of insulting to leave that at someone's final resting place, you know? Okay. They'll be remembered in death as they were remembered in life. A 10 magnitude burden. What the fuck? Okay, you know what? This sneaking business is no good for me. Oh, shit. Okay, let's give this a pick. Snipe the skeletal dude. What have we got here? Common shirt. Okay. Some money. Heavy leather boots. And there we are. I don't remember any heavy leather boots. Okay. And then another pick. Oh dear. There we are. Oh. Nobody in this area. Okay. Anything else? Treasure chest. Chitin spear and a silver longsword. Okay. And this door is not locked. Oh! There's some guy over there. Okay. Oh, shit. He's quite fast. Is he actually a fucking vampire? Oh my god. Oh, is he wearing the helm of Orion Bearclaw or whatever? Speaking of Oblivion. The thing is just like too busy casting to pull out his mighty hammer and try to blast me. There we go. What a doofus. Bloodworm helm. Ah, wow, you were really using it, huh? Look at this, you got 2 heads on you too? That's weird. Well, I'll take the hat. We'll need it later if we decide to finish the museum curation in Mournhold at some point in the future. Literally years from now, if we ever do that. Okay, anything else? Huh. Iron longsword. Okay. Let's just chow down on all this amazing stuff. Treasure chest, free to look in. Nordic fur boots. See, that's the shit that I remember. I don't remember any, like, heavy leather. Like, just standard leather. In boot form. I don't remember such a thing. Not even, like, netch. But regular-ass leather. Maybe I'm just tripping major balls, though. Just eating all this shit. Love it. Somebody left him some muck. You know what? That said, there is a good case for muck being a sort of almost holy substance in Morrowind, right? The fucking fields of Kumu and shit. They're tied to raking muck. Right? It makes sense. Okay. Over here. Good. Extravagant ring. I guess I'll take it. I mean, we disarmed the booby trap for it, so hey. Yeah, see, here we go. Natural leather boots. Heavy leather. I mean, it must be in the core game. It's wild. I can't remember it at all. Okay. Sure. Well, so it has been. Marine, Ancestral Tomb. However you prefer. Huh. There's snacks in here. Lovely. Alright. When next we come back, we will check out the final Ashlander camp that we need to attend to, and we'll have completed the next phase of prophecy, and we'll have to report back to Nabani Mesa, I think, way back at Urshalaku camp and all that, and then we'll take on the next stage, right? Should be the case. Oh, here, let's hang out down this way where it's less... Can't hear the spooky whispering as well. All right. Until next time, please take care of each other.